In attendance is myself, Deborah Atkins, town board president, Tommy Wilson, board member, Sammy Childers, board member, and Jack Trevilian, our clerk treasurer, and Coy Travis, our attorney, had an emergency and is going to be unable to attend today. Let's all stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jack, you've got, or does anybody in the public have anything to talk about on the utility board? No? Okay. All right, Jack, what do you have for us to sign? As far as,
Checks for sewer, checks for water. You want to do these at the regular meetings of
Yeah.
the town board.
yeah. Tammy, did you get a chance to look at them?
Yeah, I looked at them.
Have a motion to move forward with the sewer claims and the water claims. Do you have a motion? I'll make that motion. Do you have a second?
One second.
Any discussion? Okay. Motion's been approved for the water and sewer claims. And then
You want to do the minutes all together later, or do you want to do them all right now? or-
we can do the utility now, and then there's some adjustments there. Do I have a motion to approve the adjustments for June and July?
I'll make,
What you got?
I'll make, do I have a second?
Yep.
Okay. The adjustments are approved. Will you hand me both those for June and July? And then the minutes,
Yeah, for the utility board. July 2nd.
Tammy, did you read
I
them?
haven't read those, so I'll just abstain from voting.
You weren't there anyway. so.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to read them, email them? Do I have a motion to accept the minutes from July 2nd meeting? Make that motion, I'll second. Any discussion? No. Approve the minutes for July. Anything else to sign? Is that good? All right. Reports, adjustments. Okay. First thing listed on here is the Greenville connection. Where the town's connected to Greenville. Want to tell us about that, Jeremy?
I talked to Stephen the other day, they got all our paperwork, so all of our side is done, it's all up in Greenville now, so whenever they want to start working on it.
We're just waiting on Heather to bring the agreement.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as our end, everything's been signed, easement, everything, all that part's been taken care of.
And we're mowing the easement for the agreement, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. All right, so we will table that and wait on Heather and them to get back with us. Ryan, Jeremy, you wanna let us know what's going on with water in this?
Yeah, yesterday they come and done an ROC inspection on the Palmar tank, which is like a underwater drone. They went in the tank, checked for sediment to see how the lining was. According to that guy, said everything looked pretty good, so that was done yesterday. As far as that, We've had a leak out at, Sandville was the only leak besides the one on Fourth of July that we had here lately, so. And due to that is, I don't know what kind of pipe they used years ago, but it's extremely thin. Just any kind of little movement of the ground, it had a crack in it about a foot and a half long, so.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing that anybody done, it's just the ground moving and the very thin wall pipe, so. I've been documenting all the places that's had that great pipe that we've had to fix due to that, so try to get an idea of how many miles we got, which hopefully it's not much, but looking at it, what we run into, looks like we're probably gonna be quite a bit somewhere here and there, so.
Two things we got next week on board decide tonight. I think we're looking at Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. So what we'll do, we're gonna shut the, we'll start emptying the tank on Monday. If the weather's good Tuesday night, we'll, at 7:30 Tuesday night, if the weather permitting, we'll empty the tank and we'll cut in 2 new valves. We'll cut that 10-inch valve in the tank, so now we have any leaks. When this is done, this is gonna solve our town problem of having any more leaks and not being able to shut the water. We're also gonna put a valve in by Parkwood, so now tomorrow, the tank will only have to supply now in town, up to Parkwood, and then at the edge of town by Jacoby's, and then go north. So that will help us out on our tank consumption, because the Palomar tank is our smallest tank. Sandals will pick up a few residents coming up 150, and then with the expansion of Blue River, that will help out with our tank consumption, go from there. Just need to, we'll make sure we get this out to everyone, so everyone knows if the weather's good on Tuesday night, get your kids, get your meals, get your showers.
You say you're shutting it off at 7:30?
Yes. 7:30 is gonna be our time, that's when we're gonna start draining.
Is there ball games on that night?
Yes, my kid has a football game in West
Yeah.
Washington, and we're not even gonna be on until well after that.
Now, if it's raining that night, we'll move to the next night.
It looks like it's supposed to rain Tuesday night.
And that's what that's why we wanna have those 3 days, we just wanna make sure everybody knows ahead of time. By doing it at night time like that, this time, they'll give us, if everything goes smooth, maybe by midnight, we'll have the water back on. If it doesn't, they give us all night to get the water back on. So, we're hoping no matter what, by in the morning, everyone will have water to get up, get their day started. And this makes everybody just have way less of a problem of coming home and not having a chance to get everything.
Is there a way that we can do it? And I know it's y'all been up all night long, but is there a way we can do it like later and maybe start it at 9 o'clock,
The only problem that we wanna have, we'll take the tank down as low as I can possibly can.
right?
To keep it on Monday, so we'll start bringing the tank down. The only problem we'll run into is like we did beforehand. If I got it down to the bottom of the bowl, we open up all flush hydrants, like what we did before. Well, if it takes 4 or 5 hours to drain the tank, that's what worries me. I'm betting, taking a chance that if I open up all the flush hydrants and I have the tank at the very, very bottom, it's only a 75,000 gallon tank, we shut everything down. I'm thinking within 2 hours, we have the tank drained. So if we push it to, just say 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, now that might push us to midnight, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, if things don't go according to plan. I do think the chance of being at 7:30 to give us that extra, because I'm gonna try to hedge our bets that we can get all drainage shut off. Because once we cut that line, a 10-inch line, we've got to go.
What about, is there a way to do it during the day when like the kids are at school and people are at work?
And then you got businesses like Save a Step and stuff.
I mean,
I think he's probably got the best time.
to least affect everybody, that's the only time you can do it, because that gives most people a chance to come home, get showered, get cooked, and get the kids off. I mean, I think
I'm
that's,
being a devil's advocate because I know
Yeah.
people are gonna say, why did they pick this time? So,
I mean, it was just getting everything planned and put together, but I think once this is done, then what, we have any main breaks, we won't have like we've had all spring, all summer.
That's been the biggest thing, we've had a break, no way to shut the tank completely down, we gotta sit there and wait 4 hours or so.
For the tank to
until
go
we get the
down.
tank drained,
Right.
we need to fix the leak, so if we get this put in, we get the water shut off of the tank, where we can repair the leak.
And have it repaired faster,
Yeah,
Yeah, we could cut a link in
and
maybe
have it back
an
up,
hour or two instead of all night.
right.
actually, we've been doing pretty good, in about 2 hours, we're up, well, about 50%.
Now that we've got the library fixed, we don't have valve up, we can actually get up to 250 gallons a minute. So a 75,000 gallon tank, it don't take long to fill it.
Yeah,
And
so
it
we
is
put
where,
that
like,
valve in, and then, so that,
Everybody-
fill up,
if we go Tuesday night, everybody in town, in Kalmar, in this area will be under rural water, because we will break 2 mains. But that will, but once that's done there, I think that's gonna really help out tremendously on all of our water leaks.
But we don't want no more water leaks.
No, but they will come.
yeah.
I got them there.
So I guess keep me updated on the date, depending on the weather.
Depending on what,
I'll post it on Facebook, I'll post it on the town site,
I think Monday,
hopefully everybody will share it, we'll send it to the newspaper and try to,
I'd say Monday afternoon, we ought to go look at the weather and see, if there's a pretty good chance of rain that evening, we'll hold off.
okay,
But we've already got, probably tomorrow, Temple gets here, we'll go ahead and dig everything. So when we're ready to go, it's just gonna be cut the line and suck it out and just do it. That's why we're trying to get everything in advance ready. And you'll see it there on 150, Charleston Park, we'll use the gentleman's yard, let the other one in. So we'll have everything already done. All we have to do is just get the water off and get it done. That's one thing. The second thing I got with the meters, now that we've tested the Badger, we've tested the Metron, I think the best thing for us going forward now, we've had Badger here all day today, they'll be here tomorrow. I think we've learned a lot, being with them guys, we've got several data meters, like to order 100 meters, I think the cost for that's $23,496. That will get us back in where we don't have our reading, and we're not going, I think we'll be eliminating spending all month on rereads by getting these meters changed out, and now we've got new hardware, we've got a laptop that will come in, antennas, and I think we can get all this fixed where our meter reading now is gonna be maybe just a day or two, if not the whole month.
and that's the
Midwest.
Midwest bid.
And that's with, Midwest meter.
So the Metron meters are meters that we currently have, and it's keeping those meters, replacing the 100 meters that, or so that are not reading, that are either dead.
Right now, we got close, it looks like 7 meters we need to replace. Then we'll need to keep meters on the shelf, and then going forward, we may buy lots as, we have 1,300 old CE units that are 15 years plus old. So this gives us time to at least get caught back up, get the new meters in with a little warranty with them, and get us back to this where we can read everybody's meter and not have to go back out into my hand and really slow us down this free read list and get that fixed there.
So if we're gonna do meters, what about that presentation they gave about the cellular one? It's too expensive?
It's gonna be too expensive because we would have to replace 1,600 and something meters.
Well, you don't have to do it all, you can do it at some
Right.
time.
But it would be over a 2-year period, and right now we just need 100 that we need to
Well,
replace.
about 100 of the cellular, which, what's the cost difference?
The cost on the other,
To go with
cameras
cellular,
meters,
The cellulars are about $200 a piece to go with cellulars.
and these are 20.
Yeah.
234.
These are 234. The Metrons are actually the best price. The problem is, where we're at right now, if we decide to go Metron right now, our Badgers are going to fix. And we can't go on Metrons in at once. We've got to get the Badger system working.
I'm just trying to be proactive.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna want to go to cellular, makes sense while you're changing them, do it now. but if you can't, you can't.
Right,
This investment right here gets us at least caught up to square one. And then we can get to the point where then we make a decision later on, do we want to go ahead? If you want to make a badger, you want to go to sales, you want to go forward. But right now, these 100 right here, we should have bought 2 years ago.
Or like emergency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what you do, you have to have backup meters. No matter what, the meters will fail every month. And
right
once
now we
they're
have
out,
none.
you have to buy new ones. I mean, you guys have really done really well for as many meters as you've got that's over 15 years old, that this is all that we have that's really bad. I mean, it's just the money. I mean, if you look at the Metron system, I think that quote was $220,000. Okay, but then you gotta pay for it. You've got to install 1,800 meters. And the
So
amount.
you can't do a partial, you can't do
You
a
can do
hundred
it
at a
any
time.
way you want to, but then you gotta change all the software over too. This is where, this just gets us back to just being level, working meters in the office. We can go out and read the meters with the bills out. Right now, we're spending anywhere from 15 to 18 days a month trying to just get all our meter readings in. And we're not getting anything else done. So this is the top priority right now, it's in the water department. We have to get the meters caught back up.
Just a thought.
Yeah, don't believe me, we've been going back and forth over this for a month. Trying to figure it out, and
So we have a motion.
do I have a motion, to purchase 100 meters, Metron meters for $23,496 and get them replaced within the next couple of weeks so that we're not spending 18 days doing rereads every month. It'll help save on the time. Do I have
I'll make that motion.
Yeah, that's.
Sammy made a motion, Tommy second. Any discussion? Motion's approved. Brian,
Yeah,
We went for it.
we approved it. Jack, you got a copy of it, so this is the receipt for, or this is the proposal for it, so can you get me something that actually, do I need to sign anything or just move forward with it with the motion?
what do you want Roland to send you?
A purchase
I
agreement?
mean, if we just voted on it to buy them, you can go ahead and order them, and when the bill comes in, we'll pay for them.
Okay, that's fine.
That's, I mean, we don't have to do,
Okay,
written anything. If we just voted on it, we just got it in minutes, it's
okay,
approved.
not a problem.
All right. Was there anything else that you all had other than the shut-offs?
We're good.
The meters are good? Meter purchase, water turn off, HWC, you're up
What I have to discuss with and talk about at the town board.
at the town board meeting? Okay. And then, that's town board. That's town board. Okay,
Ready to close it?
yep.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
That's quick.
Do I have a second?
Yes.
All right. Primary utility board meeting is adjourned at 7:19. Moving forward, I'm gonna call to order Palmyra Town Board meeting. The three board members and Jack are in attendance, the attorney is not here.
We'll start with the checks.
Checks, yep, let's do the checks.
I'll make the motion to approve the claim.
Do I have a second for the claims? Any discussion?
No.
Claims are approved. We have minutes. The last meeting
And the special meeting.
and the special meeting.
You said there was adjustments that need to be made?
No,
No, with these.
not with those.
Okay.
Approval of those minutes, Tommy, were you able to read the minutes from the July 2nd and July 27th meeting? Now, the July 27th meeting is the Boys and Girls Club meeting,
Yes, and executive.
and I guess we'll approve the minutes, even though they're saying now that there's,
There's changes to be done in the actual, what we signed.
okay,
I mean, the minutes have nothing to do with,
all right. I'll second the motion for the minutes on July 22nd and the special meeting on the 27th. And then, you're up.
Okay, let's talk first about, I've got your goals and accomplishments.
Your name,
Letter.
tell us who you are.
I'm Paul Lakes with HWC, serve as the town engineer. You've got your Title VI implementation plan. This is all concerning the American Disabilities Act, keeping you in good graces with NDOT and the feds, so that when grant opportunities come around, you can say that you're in compliance with these things. So there's a goals and accomplishments letter that's got to be done each year. It's complete, just needs Sandy's signature on that. And then the Title VI implementation plan is done, and need Deborah's signature in a couple places on that. Am I okay to take these scanned, or do you need to use the
I need
first?
the originals and I can send you a scan.
Okay, yeah,
If that's fine.
yeah, that's good.
Okay.
As long as I get them. Okay, she'll get that.
Yeah, I like to keep the originals and files in the office. Maybe we could make 2 copies, I guess. Maybe each could have one.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Those just had to be signed in 2 places.
Okay, let's talk about the NDOT Community Crossings Matching Grant program that opens in September. I've got basically the work that we've talked about, submitting for grant applications. I've got that done. The estimates are done, the plans are done. So right now, I've got you set up for 3 applications. One of those is for basically mill overlay and patching of the following streets: Hub Street from Church to 150, Hub Street from 150 to 890 feet north. That's about where Lowhorn's gasoline is. The reason we're only going that far is because we need a different treatment north of there.
Do you have another copy for Brian and Jeremy?
Yeah.
Can you give them a copy? Thank you.
Coleman Street, which is by Hair Razors and the old Allens, from 135 to Market Street. Charlotte, which runs back to the park, from Coleman Street to Carmen Avenue, and J Drive from Avery Street to Denny. We are doing a little bit of more additional work on Charlotte. There's an area that needs wedge and leveled, and there's also some little pieces of sidewalk that need to be replaced. And the driveways, there's like 3 driveways on the west side of the road that need to be, we're gonna replace those and do press curb and gutter instead of, they got like asphalt wedges there now to try to keep water from just running down the driveway. So the plan is to fix all that as part of the project. There'll be new signs going in on those streets too. Most of it's stop signs, speed limit sign here and there, but that will be replaced. The second application is for Keeling Avenue from 135 to that intersection. That's north of town, and this project is, we've been talking about this a lot, it has to do with there's a flooding issue there. the pipe that is under Keeling is undersized, so water not only backs up when we have a heavy rain into that property, but we also have an issue with the sinkhole that's on the opposite side of Keeling, that debris and stuff has impacted it from being able to accept water. So this project that I'm talking about would be a grant for replacing the pipe and repaving the road, basically. There's a couple of issues that we've encountered with having to do that. So there's a sanitary sewer line right smack dab at the invert, the inlet of that pipe. And that needs to be relocated for us to do what we need to do. So I know you've got,
Pictures.
okay. So we need to relocate, I think it's 6 inch. This is right, here's the manual here, so grab it this way.
I know you didn't get the email, there's pictures,
And so basically, here's a cross.
and we did purchase Kepley's property, we got that filed, right?
Yes.
And so we'd like to basically run it over.
Have
here
it
so
paid
we can
too.
get this
About
pipe.
I went down there and they're like, you ain't got the right forms. He gave me these forms. They're like, here's the form you need. And I had to go back
I seen
and
a picture.
fill out a whole other form.
The sewer hose right there.
You're right, I'm on work on me. Too much crap going on.
Yes. And Zach did that with Merlin, he said he thought that could be done well. So that's Keeling, that's application number 2. Application number 3 is upstream from the location that we talked about before to First Street, which is by Blue River. That street has bad longitudinal cracking in it, and a simple mill and fill will not hold up. So we've got something going on there with the base, it's like a base coat going on, so we need a full depth pavement replacement in that area. So I've got estimates for each of those, which are ready to send to, when the application opens, we can send those in. NDOT's 80% match is shown there, and then your 20% match is shown there. So I've got your financial commitment letters ready also. You'll just need to, I guess, decide which of these you want to do them all, or however you want to do it. But do keep in mind though that along the Keeling Avenue, there's some additional costs that are going to be incurred. We got to reroute that sanitary line. And then as far as the sinkhole goes, I've got you some costs there as far as survey, design and specs, bidding out that package along with the street work that I talked about. There's a construction estimate there for the sinkholes. It's $35,000 to get one treated to accept drainage and another one capped to divert drainage away from it. And then some fees in there for potential construction observation when the contractor's doing his work. So the good news is that if you choose to do all of that, we can put it all in one bid document. It will just be the street part, NDOT will participate 80% on the sinkhole stuff. It'll be 100% town, but it'll all be in one project, all bid at one time, all done.
And so this is the CCMG grant that we're applying for.
It's a grant, but all of the sinkhole stuff I've been talking about, and
Right.
the sanitary line, we would do that. We'll put it in the same bid document, but it would be non-participating by anybody.
Right. So the estimated amount for those 3 projects is $301,600
For the street work, yes.
for the street work. And then the 80% NDOT match would be $241,280,000.
Yes.
The 20% local match would be $60,320.
Right.
And then the additional cost is for all the sinkhole stuff and the site survey and to get the drainage in that area straightened out. So there's it's not flooded again for those residents would be $61,800.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna cost that much. Most of that we can do hourly, not to exceed, so I'm thinking about not even doing the site survey and using LiDAR. So, it's whatever the average would spend is what you're gonna pay. It's not a lump sum kind of thing where it's a certain amount and that's it, so.
I mean, with this being urgent need, have we considered doing that project before we do the other project? The drainage?
No.
Just thinking outside the box there.
Yeah, so
Part of it's gonna be, we're trying to include part of it in the grant. When does the grant get turned in?
So the grant application opens September, it's open all September.
Then
I would
we don't get the
expect-
money till next July. So.
Well, I would expect us to hear hopefully about awards late November. And then we'll have about 4 months from that date to get the contractor notice of award. So December, January, February, March. So maybe start construction early spring, hopefully. Would kind of be the idea.
And that way you might get it cheaper though by going all bid at one time, rather than piecemealing it.
Yeah, it's a part of it, if you've driven by there after we've had a heavy rain, it's a two-part problem. The pipe is way undersized and it's probably all silted in. The pipe that's under there now is like a 12-inch, and we've estimated needing 19 by 30 elliptical pipe. That's like double the size because of all the water coming from 135.
Yeah, it comes from the state highway down.
Yeah.
Everything in that area drains to that area.
Yeah, so it's a two-part problem. The water's backing up. The problem is now the water backs up, goes over the road, then it goes to the sinkhole that can't accept drainage, so the whole area then floods. So that's kind of what's going on.
So the match, we have to say that we have the match before we can put in the application.
Yes, so
Or that we-
basically your letter basically tells them that you've got, for each of these applications, that 20% amount, you have it available. And then when you find out you get the award, you got to do some paperwork, but they're going to send you, once you bid the project, they will send you the money.
And it's put in a separate
You do the
account.
project,
for that
and then at the
project.
end, you reconcile everything, and if you underrun, you gotta send some money back. If you overrun, then you spend the money you had, and you get paid for it.
So today we're approving that to move forward with the CCMG grant.
If you want to do all three applications, it's gonna take $60,000,
$320.
$320,000 to attempt to try to get the 241,000 and then done.
You got a riverboat.
Yeah, So-
What we needed.
Right. yeah, I mean,
Urgent needs, I mean.
yeah.
It's kind of what you did, we did the pavement asset
Right.
management plan, there were several things that you have to have done and completed, that are good things to have, but it's also a requirement to go after this grant money,
Right.
so.
Now, with the Okra grant we're applying for, none of the drainage issues can be wrapped into that grant?
So typically how we did, the only thing that you can do as part of CCMG is storm sewer. And the storm sewer has to be connected to the roadway that you're paving. So the way you look at the way the grant program is supposed to work is you identify the roads that you need to pave because of the condition of the pavement.
Right,
And then you can start looking at, well, this culvert pipe's bad, let's replace it while we're at it. This storm sewer inlet's bad, let's replace it while we're doing the road. So that's kind of how you look at things when you're.
so in other words, no.
Well, storm sewer, yeah, you can include drainage, you can't include sanitary or water or, stuff like that, but you can include any kind of drainage type stuff. Culvert pipe, storm sewer, it's all part, you can do that as part, as long as you're doing the road.
Okay, so the storm drain part and the drainage under the road to the, sinkhole could possibly be part of that
I
money.
got the culvert pipe in there, the 19-inch by 30-inch pipe with 2 head walls, it's in there.
But the Oprah grant, I know it's a planning grant.
Right now, it's a planning grant. Once you get to the planning grant stage, then you can go after projects identified in the,
But that'll be the end of what, next year?
that's gonna be a little bit.
Okay. All right. I was just trying to divide things up in my head to see if we could use part of that planning grant and money for that. And
I don't think you're right, if you're thinking about like trying to use some
no, not grant money for
for a
the,
match, I don't think maybe, I don't think you.
okay.
I'm not
All right.
sure you can do that.
So do I have a motion to move forward with the CCMG for all 3 projects? For the, to mill and overlay various streets, for the Killing Avenue and Green Street project, and then the Huff Street to First Street.
Where are we?
Do you have questions?
I just wanted, we're motioning to spend the 61,800 is,
To make it available.
To make it available,
If we get the grant.
if we get the grant.
I mean, you may not even get the grant.
Right, if we don't get the grant, then no.
okay.
Yeah. So it's just moving forward.
The money's there. If we get the grant, we have to have the matching money. That's what they're signing off on.
Gotcha, okay, I just wanted.
You have to have money in your pocket in order to get money.
Right,
Which makes a lot of sense.
and that's what we're saying is that we have our 20% match.
I should say also that the streets that were picked, I did the actual evaluation of the streets in town. And so the streets that were picked were the ones that I considered they needed to be addressed.
Okay,
So, and it's in the pavement asset management plan, the kind of the roads that were rated the worst. Although overall, y'all are in really good shape as far as, most of the streets are.
yeah, we try to stay up with stuff and get patching done, holes done. I wish the state could keep up with us. With some of the holes.
Oh, you got $8 billion in the bank. What are you waiting for?
Right.
Spend it on the roads. God, that doesn't make any sense.
So do I have a 2nd?
I'll second.
Okay. Any further discussion? No. Okay, so we're gonna move forward with it.
Right, I have the letters, I'll get them to you, so you get them on town letter, and then get them back to me, and we'll be ready to go as soon as the application opens.
Opens in September. Okay, we just wanted to try to move forward with it and get it going in that direction. And then, what else do you have? Anything else?
I think I'm done.
Okay. So then. We have, we have your contract, service contract for IT, for our meetings. It's the same as last year, right?
Yes, it was last time.
Okay. So this is Eric Davis. Everybody didn't know, he's our IT person that helps set up our meetings, helps us get our meetings uploaded, helps with some of the Facebook stuff. Helps in transcripts to the treasurer. The webinar setup fee is $40, the monitoring is $30, it's the same as last year, it's reasonable. Do you want to see a copy of the contract? No. Okay. Do I have a motion to continue and approve the service agreement with Eric Davis for his services for
I'll
the
make
next
that
year?
motion.
Do I have a second? Any more discussion? Okay, what's on your contract? Where else out on here? Top or bottom? They both say, one says. Okay, I think I signed the one. Jack a copy. And then if you'll sign his copy. And then there's his copy. And then
Copy, sir.
so we did discuss the boys and girls club annexation. If there's a snafu with it, we'll try to get that figured out between Coy and them and have another
Before I get it all
meeting.
recorded,
Try to figure that out.
right, they were supposed to, all the attorneys were supposed to meet